Hello po mga kababayan. Magandang ano bang evening ng Kwan. Hala, nakalimutan ko na. Pero anyways, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po sa pag-join sa aming webinar ngayong gabi. And kung naririnig niyo po ako dito sa webinar na to or nakikita niyo ako, please comment sa chat box dyan sa baba and you can say hi. Yes. And habang inaantay po natin yung iba kasi for sure baka yung iba nagla-login pa or something or baka nagluluto pa sila, just check below because nag-post po kami nung website namin for the working in visas and then Pinoy visas. So if you have any questions later on, just type your questions below because we will be answering some questions later. Okay? Yep. Okay, so let's
Shall we
just
wait
give
a bit, or
yeah, I think we'll just wait for a bit.
how many we got?
Yeah, I think some people are still coming. Yeah.
Might be at work or shopping.
No, probably they're cooking because some of them are just coming from work.
Having dinner. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So maybe we'll just wait for some of them. Okay, so are you ready, Liam, for the question and answer?
Yes, I'm waiting. Been waiting for all these questions all week.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be lots. So,
Yeah.
please do post the questions. The reason we're here tonight is to take some of your questions and hopefully give you some guidance on your immigration journeys. So, yeah, please feel free. Put those questions out there. And hello to you all. Thank you for all that love that you're sending through in the messages.
Louie? I think Louie. That's Louie. Yeah. Hi, Louie.
Kumusta po?
Kumusta po? Yes. Okay, so I think we can start now. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, let's give a.
Okay. So reminder lang, guys. You can comment whatever questions you have, because Liam will be answering that one. So anything that's related to our topic today, which is bringing family here in New Zealand. Okay, so first thing first, hope you guys are all eager to hear from our licensed immigration advisor, Liam, who's sitting beside me now, and hear about the bringing family here in New Zealand topic. So just sit back and relax because we will enjoy the show. Yes. So anyways, I would just like to introduce myself first. So my name is Kathleen Kalwag. So for those who did not attend the webinar before, so I'm not a licensed immigration advisor, and I'm just here to translate whatever your questions are. So you can write it in Tagalog, and then I can translate it for Liam later. Yes. And if again, kung may question, just you can write it in Tagalog and then I'll translate. So without any further ado, I will introduce, please Liam, please introduce yourself.
No problem. Hi everyone, kumusta po, kia ora, and sawadee kap. My name is Liam. If we haven't met before, I'm one of the advisors here at Working In. I've just recently returned home from living in Southeast Asia in beautiful ASEAN, which the Philippines is part of. For the last 13 years I've been there. So it's good to be home and good to be working with fellow ASEAN people as well. Makes me a little bit homesick. I've worked in the immigration space for about 13 years as both an immigration advisor and an immigration officer. And, I just want to say thank you all for joining us tonight to go through some of the topics, of course, which is about bringing family to New Zealand. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Liam. Yes. So as you can see, I'm writing all your questions so I can translate that to Liam later. Okay. So okay. So before we start, I would just like to give a quick background of our company. So our company is called Working International Visas Limited. So we are the owner of Pinoy Visas and said the website and also Pinoy Visas Facebook page. So if you haven't liked our page or if you haven't subscribed to our website, please do like and subscribe. And we will post the link here on the
Yeah.
chat box. Yeah. Okay. So Liam, what do you say? We'll start now.
Yeah, look, sure.
Okay.
Look, first I'll give a quick summary of the people that can support
Yeah.
people coming in. People on work visas can support family members, including partners and their dependent children.
Mm-hmm.
People on student visas and resident visas. All these categories can support bringing people in. There
Yeah.
are some differences between the categories,
Yeah.
between individuals, and between different situations.
Mm-hmm.
So what we advise here is quite general,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
but these are the people and visas that have the opportunity to look at
Mm-hmm.
supporting their family.
Okay, so I think na-gets yun naman yun. Pero anyways, itra-translate ko yan for you guys. So sabi ni Liam na yung pwede nyo daw ma-support yung family nyo sa kung anumang visa yung it doesn't matter kung anong visa kayo. Kung nasa work visa, essential skills, or work to residence, or long
Student visas also.
student visa, yes. So it all depends on
Situation.
their situation now.
Yeah.
Kung so i-assess na advisor later on.
Yeah.
Yes. So why don't we
Look at some of the questions.
Yeah, we've got a lot of questions here. So, guys, so compared to our last webinar, so we've been just giving information to you. So now we would like to encourage you to ask questions because we will focus on that right now. So we will start with the first question that some people had been asking. So I think they're asking about, hang on, I actually take note some of their questions here already. So they're asking, pwede ko po bang i-apply ang visa even if the border is closed? So they're asking if they can apply for a visa even if the border is closed.
The processing of offshore visas is currently suspended, but what we are encouraging our clients and other associates to do is to get ready for when the border does open. There are some good signs of processing at the moment. That is that the Beijing office has recently opened. The office in the Pacific has opened, and fingers crossed the office in Manila will open next or very soon. So our advice is get it ready now, so that when Manila and the immigration system is ready, you are too.
Okay, hang on. I'm just writing my notes. Okay, so your answer. So Liam said that right now yung offshore daw na application is still suspended, pero in-encourage namin kayo na we start preparing the application para by the time na mag-open yung pag-lodge ng application, at least ready na nating i-lodge yung application. And also may mga good signs daw, gaya nga ng pag-open ng immigration sa Beijing and the Pacific. Yeah, Pacific. Yeah. And also hopefully Manila. Yes, fingers crossed. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the second question. So, kailan po mag-open ang borders? So, Liam, they're asking when is the border open?
When will the border open?
Yeah.
Look, we look at a lot of different things, and we predict within our company that the border will open at the end of this year. That's our prediction anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the border is still open for some categories and some visa holders, and that includes people, that can get through that process. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you, Liam. So answer sa question nyo kung kailan mag-open yung border. So sabi ni Liam na Ang prediction ng company namin is maybe at the end of this year.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, because of like yung mga COVID nga,
Mm.
right? Yeah. But yung may mga open na categories such as like yung border exemption.
Border exemptions are still
Yes.
there for some people.
Yes.
So the general, general processing and general border is still, still closed, but there are still opportunities to come in.
Yeah. So may mga opportunities daw na pumunta pa din dito. Although yung border, like general border is still closed, may opportunity pa rin na pumunta dito. We have done like border exemption here in the company, yeah?
Yes, we have. We've done
Yes.
approximately, we're looking at about 100 border
Oh,
exceptions that have been
yeah.
approved.
Yeah.
From the last time I looked, we also, in the works, we have about 30
in
border
process.
exceptions.
Yeah.
And that's across different sectors such as healthcare, film stars, singers, so celebrities.
Yeah.
But most importantly, families.
Yes.
Families are coming together.
Of course.
Does
that include Filipino?
Yes, it does actually. We're
nice.
helping out with a few critical workers who are currently in the Philippines. So yes, we are helping a few of your Filipino kababayan.
Kababayan. Yeah. That's good to know, right, mga kababayan? So, nag-process na po yung company namin ng mga border exemption. So, as Liam said, may mga 100 plus na kaming approvals and 30 more that are in process. So, yeah. So, may mga, and nakapag-assist po we assisted mga kababayan natin, like on critical workers. Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So, third question is, let's see. Hang on, I'll just write. So they're asking, pwede ko po bang dalhin ang family ko kahit hindi ako naka-essential? They're asking if they can bring their family even if they're not on essential skills work visa. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know if that question is complete, but I'll answer it the best I can. If you are, of course, if you're holding an essential skills work visa, there are opportunities to support your family. If you're not holding an essential skills work visa, then we would need to look at what visa you are holding.
Okay.
So it will depend on what they're holding, but there are a lot of opportunities or a lot of pathways out there. We just need to work out exactly which one. So maybe write which visa you're on.
Yeah, true. Or they can contact us later.
Yeah.
So, sagot po ni Liam about sa kung pwede bang dalhin ng family kahit hindi naka-essential. So, sabi niya na may mga pwede daw dalhin ang family kung yung pag naka-essential ka, mas may malaking possibility na dalhin yung family. Pero hindi namin alam kung ano yung current visa mo ngayon, yung nagtanong po. So, much better na i-contact mo kami and then we will, the advisor will assess po kung pwede. Yes. Okay.
What's the next one?
I think this is a lot of people are asking about what are the requirements. I'm not sure what requirements they're asking.
What are the requirements?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me break it down. The requirements to support your partner will depend on the visa you hold, the situation that you are in, and your individual relationship with each other. However, an overarching policy or overarching requirement across most categories and visas is that the partners are living in a genuine and stable relationship. So that is a primary requirement across all visa categories who want to support their partner. So I guess that's a good start.
Yeah. Okay, so ang sagot po ni Liam is that sa partner daw dapat nasa genuine and stable relationship, and do they need to live together?
You mean at the moment?
Yeah, at the moment.
That you don't need to necessarily be living together at this moment. there are ways to show that you have lived together before, or that your relationship is still genuine and stable, but essentially no, you don't need to be living together right now to be able to support your partner.
Okay. So in terms of living together daw, hindi naman daw kailangang naka-live together kayo ngayon para ma-support mo yung partner mo. So it all depends on
the
their situation.
If you are not living together, which obviously you're not, if you're wanting to support your partner, what we would then need to look at is the period of separation.
Okay.
Why they're not together, and have they maintained their relationship, or have they just cut, since they've been separated. So we would just need to show that also.
Yes. So as per Liam, dapat kung kailangan daw makita nila kung na-maintain yung relationship, kung paano na-cut, and then na-maintain pa din yung relationship. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we are down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5th question. Let's see. So they're asking about the minimum salary to support family members. So yes.
To support your partner, there is no minimum, especially for those on a work essentials or an essential skills work visa. There is no minimum. But there is a minimum for those who want to support their children. And you're looking at 43,000. I've got $43,322.76.
Okay, that's so
year.
Specific.
Yes, it is very specific.
Yeah.
And that's based on a minimum guaranteed hours.
Minimum guarantee.
In their contracts.
Okay.
So it can't be based on, extra hours or overtime. So it has to be based on what's in the contract.
Okay, that's good to know. So, yung tanong niyo po kung ano yung minimum salary to support your family. So, as per Liam, wala naman daw minimum salary for kung isusupport niyo yung partner. Pero kung isusupport niyo yung dependent, meron. So, sabi niya yung minimum salary is 43,322.76. Am I right?
Yes, that's correct. Well done.
Yes. And based on minimum guarantee in the job offer.
Yes, or in your
job
agreement,
offer.
your
On the employment agreement. So, yung sinabi nga niya na yung overtime and and other bonuses or something like that, hindi daw siya kasama sa pag-compute nila ng salary. Yep.
Correct.
Okay. Let's get on. Hang on, I have to translate this. So, pwede ko po bang dalhin ang partner ko dito kahit na tumira ako sa overseas for a long time? So, Liam, they're asking if they can bring their family even if they've been living overseas for a long time.
Yes, they can. But what's important is we come back to the overarching requirement that they've lived or living in a relationship that is genuine and stable. In this case, it would be especially important to show the periods that they haven't been together and how they maintain the relationship. There would be a lot of emphasis on those periods to make sure that the relationship is as strong as it is now, what it was when it started.
Okay. Yes. So, as per Liam, sabi niya na pwede daw. So, it all goes to yung as long as your relationship is genuine and stable, although kailangang i-provide yung period nung hindi nag-live together, and also you have to show immigration
that it's still strong.
That that the relationship is still strong daw.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And then I think we've got more time. We can ask more questions.
Sure.
So kakakasal lang po namin, walang anak. Pwede ko ba siyang dalhin dito? So they're asking if because they just got married and they don't have kids,
Hmm.
can he bring his wife here?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think it's the
There's
same as yeah.
Yeah, again, living together in a genuine and stable relationship, there is no requirement to have, a child. A child
Mm-hmm.
helps
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, but you don't necessarily need to. You don't even need to be married
Mm.
to apply.
Okay.
So, as long as you have that relationship which is genuine, stable, and that you can demonstrate that.
Okay. So I think it's the same sa answer niya before. But so you don't need to be married now as long as the
Mm.
relationship is in a genuine and stable relationship. Yes. Um Next one. So I am I think yeah. So nasa long distance relationship po ako ngayon with my partner. We plan to get married, but due to COVID, we postpone. Can I support? So they're asking also. It's I think it's the same as the last two questions, but they're asking because they are on a long distance relationship.
Mhm.
So they plan to get married, but because of COVID, it was postponed. So can they bring their fiance?
Fiance.
Yeah.
Okay. If it's a long distance relationship,
Mm-hmm.
again, as you've said, we sort of go back to the overarching requirement of genuine and stable. But it depends. Have they met yet?
Mm,
Ideally, you
okay.
would have wanted to have met and not been in a long distance relationship between Dubai and then Qatar and then New Zealand.
Okay.
So uh, you can definitely apply and find ways to work through that.
Mm-hmm.
There's no requirement for you to have gone through all that,
Mm-hmm.
but again, it's really important to remember that you need to show that your relationship is genuine and stable.
Mm,
That's
okay.
just, I cannot stress that enough.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so I think it's the same also sa sagot ni Liam kanina. Pero I think in-emphasize niya doon na may question na have you met na daw ba? Nagkita na ba daw kayo? And also, yun, dapat yung relationship is still genuine and stable relationship. So, I think because ikakasal rin lang naman kayo, so for sure the relationship is, because they're getting married, so I bet the relationship is, yeah,
Should be.
yeah, it should be because they're getting married.
Otherwise, mum's not
Yeah.
going to be happy.
True. Okay, so how many questions did we answer? I think we answered a lot, but I think we
We've
still
got
got
we
time.
can take a few more. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we've got a question here. Um Maybe we'll just go for someone that's asking about residence.
Mm.
So they're actually asking about sino pong pwede kong i-include sa residence application ko. So they're asking who can they include on their residence application.
Sure. So, with a residence application, you can include your partner and your dependents.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, for the dependents, I think we've talked a lot about partners,
Yeah.
so we should have a good understanding of that. But for dependents, you would actually, we're talking about residents, so maybe I'll just add one more thing in here.
Mm-hmm.
For residents, you need to show that, of course, you've lived together. And then with your children,
Mm-hmm.
there are different requirements for different age groups. But
Okay.
it's quite, depending on how old your children are. What I might do is just go through some of the general requirements across all the age groups.
Mm-hmm.
So those who are children you can include can be up to 24 years of age, but they can't have any of their own children. So your children can't have children. They must be
Okay.
single and should be financially dependent on an adult.
Mm.
Again, it depends which category your child falls in.
Yeah.
So maybe it's better if people, give us a call or, contact us and let us see which category they fall in.
Mm-mm.
But in general, being single,
Mm-hmm.
not having children of their own,
Mm-hmm.
and being financially dependent on an adult.
Okay. So, medyo mahaba yun. Pero, uh, according to Liam, in general daw, for residents, you can include someone not over 24. Yeah?
Correct.
Not over 24, pero may certain requirements daw na dapat i-meet. Like, for example, yung some of them are dapat single daw siya. So, um, wala siyang asawa, of course, and or no partner, maybe. Wala daw siyang anak, so dapat wala siyang anak. Yes. So kahit lalaki man o babae, dapat walang anak. And financially dependent sa sa'yo. So dapat dependent daw siya sa'yo financially. So like allowances, probably like financial dependent means like you the
That they don't work,
they don't
and that
work,
you give them money to
give
live,
them
or
money.
they live at home, so they don't need
Okay.
to pay for rent.
Okay. So yun. So they don't work. They live in your house, and what's the third one?
They get money from
Oh,
yourself. Yeah, right.
yeah, yung sinabi ko na. So they get money from you daw. Okay. Let's see. How many minutes more do we have? But yeah, I think so. Hang on. I take note something about this is like a common question actually. So my my wife has I have a question. This is like a common question from mostly Filipinos. But
Mhm.
so if the wife has a kid from previous partner, can they include that one?
Yes, they can,
Mm-hmm.
as long as again, depending on the age of the child,
Yeah.
you would need to show that you have custodial rights of the child.
Okay.
Uh, in different countries, they call it different things, or you have the right to remove the child from their home country.
Mm,
It's again, it depends on the age. So,
mm,
in essence, yes, you can.
okay.
Yeah.
So, I think because general question to sa mostly sa ating mga kababayan. So, yung tanong is kung meron kang anak sa previous partner mo, pwede mo ba siyang isama? So, ang sagot ni Liam is yes. Pero dapat may custodial rights daw, or in other countries we call them differently, pero like basta yung remove them from their country, something like that, na mga papers, so anything that's um legal
The legal
papers,
right, yeah.
legal rights. And it all depends also on their age.
Mm.
Yes. And I think we can take one more question. Yeah. So just one more question. I think ang isa kong anak ay may medical condition. Pwede ko bang isama? So the kid has medical condition. Can they include?
Yes, they can. They can include their child. We would encourage them to see professional advice, though, because it can have uh, a huge impact on the application. So it's really important to seek professional advice to assess, the gravity or the gravity of the condition, so that we can give the family the best advice on how to move forward, so that we can get the best outcome for them, despite this child unfortunately having a medical condition. Mm.
Yes. So sabi ni Liam, yes daw, pero dapat mag-seek kayo ng professional assistance, like contacting us para ma-check kung ano yung mas magandang process ng process ng kung ano yung process na pagdadaanan, and kung kailangan bang mag-apply ng do they need medical waiver?
Yes, that's what we would work through a medical waiver,
Medical waiver.
or work through the processes to see the challenges which could be part of a medical waiver, and counsel the family appropriately.
Okay, so may mga process daw na pagdadaanan for the medical waiver. So yan na i-check ng immigration advisor. Yes. So we want to actually answer all your questions, but
Lots.
yeah, there's a lot of question. But if you have like your question, you can contact us, and yes, we will get back to you on whatever questions you want to ask. Yes.
Absolutely.
So Liam, you have any last words for them?
Yeah, look, it's important, and hopefully Kat can translate what I'm about, everything that I'm about to say.
I'm taking notes.
It's important for everyone to know that, the advice that we give tonight is based on general questions that we've received. Every case, every family, every sponsor, every partner is going to be different. So it's important that when you look at the advice that we've given tonight, you look at it from a general point, perspective. If you would like more detailed or personalized advice, it's really important to get in touch with us, and then we can look at your situation and then explore pathways for you as well. But if you are in New Zealand and you are holding a work visa, if you're holding a student visa, then there are opportunities for you to support your family.
Okay. Yes, I'll try to translate everything. But Liam said that mas importante daw na you seek advice from like advisors like Liam or working in. So because yung advice na binigay niya ngayon is based on general
Questions.
questions. So we have iba-iba tayo ng mga cases, iba-iba tayo ng cases sa family, cases sa relationship, sa dependent, sa partner. So kung gusto niyo ng personalized na advice, and we highly as Liam said, we highly suggest the personalized advice. Just contact us, and yes. Yes. So that's it. So thank you so much, guys, and Liam. Thank you so much for
That's okay, Kat.
taking your time to answer the
Not a
questions
problem. Not a
tonight,
problem at all.
and we will see you again hopefully next month for our next webinar.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so
everyone.
much. Bye.
Okay.
Good
Goodbye.
night.